Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio!
Ravenclaw bust. You've just unlocked a field guide. Challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Options button. Level 1. Your field guide track challenges. 1. Challenges. Overall progress. 1. Field guide pages. 1%.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a flue flames fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered flue flames. Touchpad button. Map. Flue flames locations. L2 button, R2 button. Zoom. Welcome to Hogwarts, you. This is your location. The Grand Staircase. The magnificent staircase of Hogwarts. Cross button. Select. The Grand Staircase. The Grand Staircase. The magnificent staircase of Hogwarts. Cross button. Select. Lower grand staircase. The lower grand staircase of Hogwarts Castle. The right side, select the library annex region to continue. The library annex. The annex of the library. Cross button. Potions classroom. U. This is your location. Central, greenhouses. The hub, library. The U. This is your central hall.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is,
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Got a peek at the prefect's bathroom last year. I've missed class for a week just over.
I haven't been down to the boathouse since arriving in the first year.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
It was nothing, sir.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Flue Flames locations. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide page. Defense against the Dark Arts class. The Field Charms class. The Field Cross button.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Cast Charmed Compass up button. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. The Charmed Compass up button will lead you to anything you're tracking.
And she knows everything.
Lumos. The Charmed Compass up button will lead you to anything you're tracking. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or Expelliarmus. Damage.
What do you mean you won't be coming home for the holidays? Darling Aunt Philomena has come all the way from Guernsey!
Do fine for a while, I'm sure. My parents, they spoiled my sister rotten. Keep me out with the wind, which is
The most I've ever been able to conjure was a single quill. Sure I'll ever know. Imelda races on your way to becoming the fastest flyer in Hogwarts. Watch what you're doing.
His old broomstick once he's saved up for a new.
think Madame Kagawa's brother is a professional Quidditch player. Wish I could meet him.
Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra.
A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration was Maya's favorite textbook.
Frankly, I'd rather leave it with excursions.
Everyone knows you can't conjure.
I hated living banishment. Never had such abysmal
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Think Kagawa was there to capture you.
Lumo.
Revelio.
Lumo.
Misguided matches. Cheering everyone on was magnificent fun.
I can appreciate it.
Revelio.
Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra light. Lumo.
Revelio.
You should consider carrying a protection charm. I foresee danger in your path.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts, Defense, the Astronomy Wing. The Wing of Hogwarts, the Astronomy Wing. Charms Class. Triangle, defense against the Dark Arts Classroom. Professor, defense against Transfiguration Classroom. Professor Weasley's Transfiguration Classroom, the Astronomy Wing.
A path must be chosen.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Flue powder.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Why do students always frown? Peace should burn the castle down!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand with left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic cast using R2 button.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso. R2 Lumos. Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso. R2 Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso.
Levioso. Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego. Complicates things. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
R2 button.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel. Let me examine my students for this adept. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.